Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to my YouTube video for October 12th. As you can tell, it's getting to be a lot like Halloween. I got a funny story about this one. This is my Halloween pumpkin from Whole Foods, which I got for free because the wonderful Whole Foods self-checkout counter wouldn't let me check out. And after 3 attempts by the Whole Foods employee to charge me for the pumpkin, she said, basically threw up her hands, walked away, and said, "You got it for free. Bye." Anyway, if you don't know these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're doing about 3 a week. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you get notification of all of them because we're not always doing them on the same schedule. If you like this one, give us a thumbs up. If you want more of my stuff, and I think this is a pretty good time to want more stuff on the market because the market is incredibly volatile. Anyway, for the free site, go to jubakpicks.com, and that has 3 portfolios, or you can go to the paid site, which is jubakam.com, and that has 6 portfolios, including some ETFs and reverse ETFs, and some options and some other volatility and bear market plays that you might find interesting. You can find all those links down below. Okay, today's topic. What if you haven't been pessimistic enough? Now, I've been pretty pessimistic. As I remember, and I looked it up this morning, I've been talking about a bottom to this bear market, but not until the end of 2023, maybe 2024. That's about as pessimistic as anybody out there I can find. I've been looking for a second big bear market down leg in early 2023. But now, my worry after the events of the last few days is that I haven't been pessimistic enough. That the Fed is still out there doing what the Fed is doing. That hasn't changed. But it looks like the global economy is slowing even more than we expected. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, came out yesterday with new projections, and they lowered their projection for global growth to 2.7% in 2023. That's down from 2.9% back in July, and it's down from 3.8% in January. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to see which direction this trend line is going, and it's not good. We've also got a big escalation of the war in Ukraine. We've got a global energy crisis, which looks like it's getting worse because because of the escalation, the sanctions are getting more extreme, and it looks like a lot of Russian oil is going to come out of the market, whether the Russians want it to or not. And then, of course, we've got the surprise, or not so surprising, a new trade war with China, which is just hammering technology stocks. The problem right now is trying to get ahead of everything. Let me show you the chart for the NASDAQ. It's been pretty grim since way back in 2021. The NASDAQ essentially peaked in November of 2022. We got a secondary peak here, and as you can see, we got another one of those great trend line patterns going from lower high to lower high and putting in a lower bottom each time. This is the part that really is where we are right now. This is from the beginning of September to October 10th. You see we're really continuing to fall down. The question is how you get ahead of this. On my sites on the internet, on the 11th, I said sell Tesla, and that's a play on, I don't know how China's going to retaliate, but it will retaliate, and my bet is that it's going to hammer U.S. companies that try to do business in China with restrictions that basically take them out of the market. So I looked to sell Tesla. And the other thing is ASML Holding, which is a Dutch company, but is one of the big makers of chip equipment. They're obviously they will obey the U.S. sanctions on selling chip equipment to China because they have to, because the U.S. is a bigger market for this equipment than China is. So anyway, those stocks are going to get hammered. They will continue to get hammered. The question is, what now? What else do you do? The 2 stocks that I'm looking at to try to figure that out are Nvidia, which does a lot of business in parts of the technology market that are being covered by the new U.S. sanctions, and Apple, which I think is in many ways in the same boat as Tesla, in that it does a lot of business in China and is very, very vulnerable to Chinese restrictions. Anyway, to look at those two charts, here's Tesla that I sold on the 11th. You can see this plunge here. I don't like selling things when they're going that way, but I'm trying to get ahead of what's going on in China. And I think the news out of China is going to be bad for Tesla. And here is ASML. Not quite as big a plunge, but basically we're still talking about this part of the cycle being really down. Okay, so if you like this video, if you like negative videos, if you can like negative videos, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get more of my stuff, including notification when we're doing next ones. Maybe some of the next ones will be positive. Who knows what can happen in this world? If you want more, go to my free site. That's ubackpicks.com. And that has 3 portfolios, including dividends and long-term stocks. 2 areas really, really need a lot of attention right now in your portfolio, or my paid site, ubackam.com, and it's got 6 portfolios, including some options and some ETFs and reverse ETFs, good for a bear market. So thanks very much for watching.